Good evening, EC Myers Vids. Thanks for stopping by the stream. So here's the deal with this game, is that I didn't know how streamable it was going to be, and it seems like the kind of game that, you know, you're going to be wandering around a whole bunch and grinding for money and stuff, so I didn't think that it would be all that fun to do on stream, especially in the beginning when I didn't know what to do. So I've actually played a bit currently, and we're going to start with my password and just see how much fun we can have tonight. It's not something I intend to probably stream the whole thing or anything like that. But yeah, I just thought it'd be fun to share with everyone and hope we have some fun. It's been really good. Again, in the beginning, it's one of those games that's like, what the heck am I even doing? And I feel like if I had streamed that part... here, this is actually good. Let's watch this demo. I have no idea what this guy is good for, honestly. I've essentially played almost the entire thing with just one character, who I found to be really good. Which is probably not the correct way to play it. I also feel like I sequence broke the game by accident at one point. So it's a really fun game so far, and I think we're going to have some fun tonight with it. Daniel, welcome. Hope you're having a great night. EC Myers Vids. Yeah, so I haven't used a walkthrough for anything. I've been doing it all myself, and it's been great. And yeah, I don't deny that there are situations where you need the different characters. So far, it's the daughter and the mother that I have found uses for. The daughter because, I mean, why don't we just jump into the game? I think we've been on the title screen here for long enough. Let me get my password out, and we can enter that, and we can continue from where I was. So, funny enough, EC Myers Vids, and you did a great job on Mega Man 6 last night, by the way, in your stream. after that, I actually played a bit and made some of the best progress I'd made, because earlier in the day when I had started it, it didn't seem like I was really getting anywhere. So to enter the password, we go over to old Grandpa Man here. And let me just put this guy in. A nice long password, but you know it remembers a lot. It's not one of those games where it's like every time you play, you start back at 30 health or something like that. No, so in this one, it actually remembers a lot of information. So I don't mind having to spend a couple of seconds entering a good quality password. UBC? Nope. There we go. Wait a second. UBC 5UYZ. These are long, but you know, at least it's not like the whole uppercase, lowercase. And I also noticed that there isn't like O and 0, they just put O, so there are far worse password systems than this one. The Guardian Legend comes to mind, Fazanadu. Which is funny because Fazanadu is actually related in a way to this game, I believe we discussed. PGAC. Fazanadu is funny because there are 2 releases of it. There was a revision at one point that changed the font, so it didn't look so so cursive, and it was easier to read. Alright, almost done the password entering portion of the video here. And unless the game freezes, we shouldn't have to do it again. Okie dokie, that should be good. Oh, River City Ransom, yeah, that's a good one too. But again, that's another game that like remembers a lot of stuff. So at least it's worth it to have such a long password. But okay, so the way this game works is you're basically a family working together to find 4 crowns, and then once you have those 4 crowns, you can get a sword, which is then used to defeat a dragon. Very classic, you know, RPG-ish story going on there. And there's also a dog, or like a monster, which I don't know why you would want to play as them at this point, because they don't seem that great. But again, as EC Myers Vids points out, I'm sure there's a use for each of these characters, although the one in particular I have found quite useful is the daughter. ET7313, Castlevania 2. I've actually probably had more fun with this than Castlevania 2 so far. It's been a really fun game. Really been enjoying it, so looking forward to sharing it with everyone. Fazanadu, yeah, Famicom Xanadu, Fazanadu, I love that. And when I played it, it was the original font version, which I kind of like. I feel, and then after that, I realized that there was 2 different ones, and I feel like, you know, it fits the theme to have that cursive font. But all right, so we pick our character, and these are the items I have collected so far. So it's interesting that like it has like a 1 underneath it, but you can actually use them as many times as you want. It's just a matter of how many times you can equip it. Like if you have 2 of something, you can for some reason equip 2 of them, even though I don't believe there's any reason why you would want to. But I feel like I've made some pretty decent progress in terms of the items I've picked up. The last thing I got last night was the spring shoes, and I think that's going to help us access some areas because you can jump higher with those. Items that are purpled out, the numbers are purpled out, cannot be used by the character you currently have selected, and that is where it comes down to like there's the father, the son, the mother, the daughter, and like their monster pet. And you know, all 5 of them need to be used apparently to ultimately do everything that you need to do. But yeah, it's been a really cool game, really cool. Fridge Productions, let me see here. Remember, my dad buying this Fridge. Oh, that's awesome, Fridge Productions. Yeah, I wish I had grown up with this game. It's really fun. Instead, I grew up with Deadly Towers, which is like a kind of estranged brother of this game. Same publisher on the NES. Oh, nice, Fridge Productions. That's great. Okay, no spoilers. Yeah, because I'm not doing this with a guide through or like a walkthrough or anything, so we're gonna have as much fun as we can. So the setup I've been taking with me, these shoes are really good. They essentially give you like Mario power where you can just jump on enemies. I'm gonna take the Mattock, as it's called in Xanadu, not just the pickaxe. The high jump shoes. and the Mario stomping shoes. Other items, the crystal ball instantly warps you back to the to your house, because as you see, we're gonna get lost in like this giant underground dungeon where getting back out once you're in there is not gonna be easy. This refills your magic power, this refills your health, this makes your shots go farther distance, this makes your shots stronger. So yeah, the variety of weapons is very cool, but I think that's where we're gonna stick with this. So yeah, the daughter, she's the one who I've made the most progress with just because of how high she jumps. And that's really important, as you're going to see when we get down into the dungeon, to access various areas. But if we press select, you can choose which of the weapons at the top right there you are currently using. So with the spring shoes, you jump even higher. And again, that's the last thing that I unlocked last night. But as you just saw right there, one of the dumbest things about this game is that there is, for some reason, fall damage. And it looks like every time you use the spring shoes, you take that fall damage. So it's kind of silly. No EC Myers vids, it's all good. No, thank you so much for stopping by, and for everyone who's checking it out, hope you're having a great night. And otherwise, this is all that's going on up here. There's like a big castle to the left, doesn't do anything at this time, not ruling out the possibility of it doing something a little bit later. Is there any echo? Should I turn down the TV a little bit? It seems a little louder than I usually leave it when I play on stream, but for now it seems pretty good. Anyway, pressing start does that. So now you're going to see at the top left there we have a life bar, a magic bar, keys, and gold. The way it works is that the red segments at the top are each equal to 10, and then the blue ones below, there's 10 of those, then equaling pretty much once you get 10 of those, it adds another red bar, or if you take a hit, one of the red bars might disappear, and then you'll go down to the blue bar sort of thing. You can hold up to 109 life, 109 magic, 109 keys, 109 gold. And you're going to notice that every time you attack, it actually uses 1 magic point. So it means you can't just spam too much. You kind of have to be smart with how you use your attacks here, except if you have the Mario shoes equipped. You can actually jump on top of enemies at no magic cost, which is kind of nice. That item I'm letting disappear there is a poison potion. Picking that up just deals some damage to you. I'm not a fan of games where enemies drop bad items, because you always have to kind of worry, it's like, you defeat an enemy, you're like, oh yeah, I wonder if they'll drop an item, and then suddenly you're accidentally picking up something that hurts you. But see, keys are good, because you're gonna need those to open chests and doors. These scrolls that you pick up give you temporarily faster speed as well as longer shot distance, which is pretty nice. And see, now there's this poison here. And say I wanted to get by, I have to just kind of stand here and wait for the poison to despawn, which isn't so fun. So yeah, items like that kind of suck. But again, so the reason that I don't think this would have been so fun to stream in the beginning is I just spent so much time in like this one room defeating enemies to try and build up money and such. The cross defeats all enemies on screen, very Castlevania-like. And, money, again, is always good. But alright, let's continue on here. So, the other characters really don't jump all that high. Like, they haven't felt all that useful. The daughter is definitely the one I've gotten the most use out of. And the mother, because she's the only character from what I can see that can use the wings, which after you find them, pretty much just allow you to fly anywhere on screen at the cost of like a magic point every second, which is pretty nice. In this case, though, again, I just picked up these spring shoes last night, so we're going to see what we can unlock with those. And another reason I'm not bringing the mother is you would think, oh, if she can fly, well, why wouldn't you just always use her? Is that she cannot use the pickaxe. So that really limits where you're able to access. Maybe later on there'll be like a way to get around some of the, like this block right here if we switch to the pickaxe. And the reason I'm kind of wary to just, do it all the time is because this is going to use a magic point, as you'll see. If you hold the A button and walk into a breakable block, it destroys it when you have the pickaxe selected. But you have to hold the A button, which isn't exactly clear immediately. But I got the pickaxe, I'm like, surely it can break these blocks. So it took like a couple minutes of experimenting to figure out how exactly that was supposed to work. But alright, fall down the giant hole. So all throughout the dungeon, you find inns and shops. And the inns will heal your life and magic to max at the cost of 10 gold, which is pretty nice. And there's also shops like this one. Also, you can shoot in 8 directions, which is pretty nice. I always forget that you can do the diagonals. Up here, there is a secret shop, for example. And this is where you can buy like the Mario shoes, and I think that according to the instruction manual, that's like a key wand that would unlock chests and doors without consuming keys, but unfortunately the daughter can't, carry it with her. so we can't exactly try that out. And this is just kind of like a, you know, random spot you can stand that doesn't seem to do all that much. And that's pretty much how this game works, is you gotta press against every wall, just do all sorts of absurd things to try and find all of the secrets. And again, there is for some reason fall damage in a game that requires you to jump down a massive pit. So I don't think it's possible to beat this with a no death run. Unless there's some kind of glitch you can abuse to not get hit. That's bread on the left, which is health, which is nice. But again, everyone, thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you're having a great night as we play the Legacy of the Wizard. Sounds good to me. Audio's good, Fridge. Thank you so much. And again, hope you're all doing well. So yeah, the last thing I did was I came to this area over here. I was able to get those high jump shoes, and I want that chest. So once you open a chest and get gets what's inside, it does not respawn, which is nice. You know, some games, like say Dragon Warrior or something, for example, the chest will respawn and you can just keep opening it, but then there'll be nothing inside. So it's really tough if you're not, you know, completely mapping out your progress, or if you forget, you'll see, oh, there's a chest I gotta go open, and then you'll get all the way there and there'll be nothing inside. The instruction manual very clearly states that you should be making a map for this game. I have not been following its advice. Just because I find it really hard to map out side-scrollers. Like RPGs I can map out all day long. Especially when they're like, you know, top-down view or first-person view. But side-scrollers I have a really hard time, you know, gauging how I should, you know, do my graph paper. And it always ends up not aligning properly and looks really bad. So I've just been kind of winging it. But I've also played so many platformers over the years that I feel like I'm not in too bad a shape. So yeah, I wasn't able to do this before. Now we have the pickaxe. We can do a thing like this. And we're gonna see what's in that chest. 9 times out of the 10, the chests aren't that great. It's gonna be like a bread or something. Or a potion bottle or a magic bottle to refill our magic. Like this right here. That gives us some magic back. So yeah, this is where I could just barely not reach. But now that we have these, alright, let's see what's going on here. And also, the spikes in this game kind of suck. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to cross this without kind of bouncing in them a little bit. Okay, there we go. There you go, and that is a crystal ball, which allows you to teleport back to your home from anywhere inside of the dungeon, but you cannot equip different items until you stay at an inn or return home. So even though we just picked that up and can see it now in our inventory, unfortunately, we can't add it to our items at the top right until, again, we've stayed at an inn. So something to keep in mind. But overall, a good item, but not something that we really need to make more progress. You just played it long enough that you got to know your way around? Yeah, that's definitely where I'm at currently, for sure. Alright, so with that done, there are some places I think I can go now, but I'm not entirely sure. So, I think I kind of broke the game, EC Myers vids, where I didn't get the gloves. I think the gloves are one of the first things you're supposed to get, but I accidentally missed it, and it was actually one of the most recent things that I've picked up. Instead, I took damage from an enemy and was able to do kind of a double jump and get up through this gap, which at the time I thought maybe that was intentional. Like, I thought maybe I had found an invisible ladder or something the way it worked. Like, if I get hit by you, will it happen again? Well, maybe not. So maybe because I'm using the Super Mario shoes. But basically, I was able to get up there, and I think I got the pickaxe and the wings earlier than I was supposed to, so it's interesting. I'm sequence breaking, and I'm not even trying to. But see, now we have to just wait for this potion or poison bottle to disappear. And that's not so fun. So, yeah, drops that hurt you aren't great. But this game certainly seems to give you a lot of them. Alright, bread, we'll take that. But yeah, so as you'll see, the daughter is pretty versatile with the high jumping, the decent attack, the ability to use like the pickaxe and the high jump shoes. So I'm really not feeling the other characters all that much, like, have much desire to bring them out into the world. And again, another poison bottle. You bet that's a speedrun strat. Yeah, right? It's always funny when you can do things like that. Because I'm not sure I saw how you're supposed to get to that area otherwise. But yeah, it was not intentional in the slightest, but just one of those things that happened, and at the time I was like, oh, was I supposed to do that? But I don't think so. Still though, again, the goal in this game is 4 crowns, and then a sword that we can get afterwards. Now, do I want to go into this area down here. I know I've done a whole bunch down these ladders. Also, spikes that point downwards don't seem to do anything. It seems kind of like a bug, but you know, maybe that was for some reason intentional. But alright, that's what this game is. You get lost inside of dungeons. And, you know, you gotta find your way out and gotta find stuff. So, I'm trying to remember all the different things I've done. Because I have access to a lot of new stuff now with the high jump shoes. So you know what? We're here anyway. Let's do this. And this is just like a big time waster right here. This is like Battle Kid when you get the the H2O pickup. And you're able to do that big underwater maze that otherwise the only purpose of it is to like waste your 60 seconds of air. Battle Kid's great though. I haven't played the Famicom version yet, which I do have. And I've been trying to kind of think of when I should do a Battle Kid Dangerous Trap Famicom stream. So I'm really excited to play that. I think this is Evil? No. Last time I played Battle Kid was in 2015 when I got Battle Kid 2. And then I immediately after replayed Battle Kid 1 because I had so much fun playing Battle Kid 2. So I'm looking forward to get to play some Battle Kid again. But alright, down here, what do we have? It's kind of like a dead end thing, except not really to the left. No, we can't even go to the left. And this is when you press against every wall. We should probably equip the pickaxe in case something can only be broken while it's equipped. But yeah, exactly. That's what this game is. That's why I was like, oh, is it a good one to stream? You kind of wander everywhere. It's like, so yeah, it looks like we've managed to find a dead end after doing all of that kind of wavering through this maze here. And now we have to walk all the way back. Very exciting. EvilsDeathAzul, hello, welcome. It is an interesting game. I'm really enjoying it. The gameplay is very good. It has great music, and overall, I'm a fan of, like, you know, get lost in this massive dungeon and try to find your way around sort of thing. Very Metroid-ish. And again, with the poison bottles, we kind of just have to stand and wait for it to disappear. I feel like that's like the majority of my time playing this game so far, is just waiting for poison to vanish. EC Myers vids, nice! Oh, Battle Kid 1 and 2 are so fun though, and congrats for getting to the end of it. They're great games. Always disappointed though that there was never a third one, and as someone who beat number 2 EC Myers vids, you'll know why. But I know that Civek is doing well in Japan, so all the best to him over there. So okay, I think where we want to go is probably to the left. Oh, and see, we just accidentally picked up the poison there. So there's a dragon in there. I'm guessing that's who you defeat later on. So there he is, on display at the zoo. Specific areas can really only be tackled by certain characters. It's up to you to figure out who those characters are. That's definitely the vibe that the game gives off. And yet I feel like I've done pretty well as just the daughter, so we'll see what happens. I'm not entirely sure at this point what makes the son so great. The father can use the glove to move around blocks, which they really emphasize as like an important thing you have to do. Yet I don't think I've come across a point yet where that's the case. And then, yeah, the mother being able to fly is pretty important. But, say, this part here, for example, you have to have the pickaxe to get into this wall. So that pretty much cancels out any characters who require the pickaxe from being able to access this area, right? Like, it's very strange. Very strange. You love the dragon hanging out there, down there, so mysterious. Right? I love that, too. I love that cryptic feeling that's... You know, especially retro games can have. Everything's not laid out for you. You know, it's kept very mysterious. I like that. PC Battle Kid game. Neat. PC Battle Kid game, though. Isn't that just I Want to Be the Guy? Oh, Astafu, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Congrats on the great Cryon Conquest YouTube video. Thank you. I'm really happy to see that people enjoyed that. that was a really fun game to stream, and a really fun game to, you know, dive deeper into in video form. So I didn't know, you know, how people might react. They might be like, oh, more of this game. But no, it really means a lot to hear that you enjoyed that. And I have played so much Cryon Conquest now over the last, you know, week or so. Oh, I thought I had the shoes equipped, but I don't. So I can see that game, like, in my sleep now. It's hilarious. Alright, so we're running low on magic. So what we're going to do is we're going to visit Ye Olde Inn here. At the cost of 10 gold and get that all filled up. But yeah, so as you mentioned, Azul, that's what I assume too, is that each area is pretty much just going to be beatable by one of the family members. But the problem is you pretty much have to, you know, explore, find who is required for a certain area, go all the way back, get that character. So again, why I thought this game might not be the most stream appropriate, because remember, we're not using the guide. So the main thing I think we're going to be accomplishing tonight is just hopefully having some comfy fun here, exploring the dungeon a bit, but I don't expect to make massive amounts of progress. So if you're looking for like the victory run, I appreciate you stopping by, but I hope I hope to not disappoint you. You know, it's hard not to backseat. You can do a little bit of backseating. Again, not like, you know, copy pasting the walkthrough or something, but if you want to do a little bit of backseating, I'll look at that as the equivalent of, like, you know, chatting with friends on the old schoolyard about where all those video game secrets were. I look very fondly back on the days of, you know, going to school and finding something out about Pokemon or about Legend of Zelda or about Paper Mario that I didn't know from, like, a friend just at recess or something. And I never looked at that as like, oh, you're spoiling the game. It was just a cool thing that we all did. Now, I don't think I know I did this. I don't recall there being anything else I can do over here with the daughter. So great. We started the stream and I already don't know where to go. I thought I had a bit more direction, but so I know actually there might have been a spot. And each of these is a door, and they use up a key, so that's why it's good to kind of have a lot of keys. And again, this is a game that requires some farming for sure, which is again why I didn't think, you know, streaming the beginning would have been too interesting. It was just me farming for money and for keys. So that's why I think hopefully at this point we're in a little bit of a better position to hopefully make some progress tonight. But yeah, there's a ladder I think here I might not have gone down. This room's pretty rough with all these guys flying around. These are like the whiz robes of Legacy of the Wizard. The boots are so powerful though. Like an instant stomp will pretty much destroy anything. It's just that, you know what makes the sun so great? Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to obviously figure all those sorts of things out. Like, I've read the instruction manual, of course. I even have the physical version right here. It's a thing you always gotta do when you play a game like this. And what does it say about the sun? Where's the page there? He can fight using the magical sword. Okay, so it very clearly says that he's going to probably be the guy who does the final fight. I would discern from that. Yeah, he's the only one who can use the Dragon Slayer. So there you go, everyone. The instruction manual just spoiled the ending. No point to play the rest of the game. So yeah, I'm not sure I did this room. PC Myers bid. I got it. So is that literally the only thing he's good for? Ugh. I love this. Again, I just love that feeling of not really knowing what's up. I felt it when playing Goonies 2 as well. I was not expecting to love Goonies 2 as much as I did. And that game blew my mind for just how, you know, lost in this maze it made you feel. Banging on every wall, looking for secrets. I loved it. And I'm definitely getting a similar vibe from this game too. It's definitely going to be high up on my list of games that I enjoyed. Well, so we already have all these items. And that's the thing, is that you can accumulate more than one of each item. Such as that staff that I have down there at the bottom left. But I don't believe there's any reason to. Because you're only going to equip one of each of them at a time. So I guess while it keeps counting how many you found, I'm not sure there's actually a reason to that. But okay, otherwise, there's a chest in the wall. And there's a floor that I can go through, it looks like. And that's a big bread, so that's going to give us full health. Or at least up to 100 anyway. But otherwise, it's like, I guess we found another dead end? And we'll go into the end, but so far they've all been the same. And yeah, so again, that's what this game is. Exploring, realizing you went the wrong way, and backtracking. All packaged into one NES cartridge for your enjoyment. And sometimes you gotta bonk your head everywhere. Any of these blocks, they all look exactly the same. And any of them could be like that one block you have to break to find a secret. Like I could walk just arbitrarily. Oh, no way! See, that's the moment I love. I swear I did not know that. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Is you have to press against everything to find stuff. And I hope that we can now get back out of here. Alexander, how are you doing? Hope you're having a great night. Astafu, no, I did not stream Goonies 2. Again, I don't know how much people want to watch me wander around and have no idea what to do. But Goonies 2 is a fantastic game. And I recommend anyone check it out. And it's, I mentioned it in my video where I talked about beating 250 NES games in a year. It's like Metroid, but better because it has a map, everyone. So definitely check out Goonies 2 if you haven't. The sun is not very useful until much later. You need to get back to Goonies 2, E.C. Myers. Yeah, it's a great game. Okay, so, we got poison, which is always great. So now in the secret cave zone that we did not intend to find, but here we are anyway. And again, spikes that hang from the ceiling, is my game just bugged? Are they actually supposed to do something and they don't? Otherwise, I don't get it. Okay, so that chest, is it even like a real chest? Sometimes there's, mimic chests, right? I feel like we can just go up this way and not use a key on the door. I also noticed there's something on the floor here. I'm not sure what that's all about, but okay. Spooky cave time. Scroll of faster movement. Now, you see a dead end like this, and you're like, there's got to be something down here. There's got to be something going on in the spooky dead end. And then there's not, and it's like, you're sure that you're missing something. But it doesn't seem to be the case. Oh, again, I'm not sure what's up with that. Okay, so there's an inn over there. And that's the thing about this game. That's the one reason why drawing a map would be kind of good, is because we see that inn and we see that treasure chest, and we can't get to it from here. Clearly there's a ladder you need to climb down from above. So if you had a map, you would then know, okay, when I'm above this room, there must be a ladder. And that ladder might not necessarily be visible. It might, again, be one of those situations where you just have to press against every section of the floor until you find the way down. And that's, where having a map would kind of help you keep track of those things. But we're doing this the not so savvy way of using our raw brain power to remember exactly where it is we have been. Oh, you love people watching how to discover stuff, E.C. Myers vids. Oh, yeah, Astafu, watching people wander around is like 80% of YouTube. Should definitely play it on stream. Yeah, I'm definitely, not against playing other games like that. Goonies 2 was kind of when I was getting back into YouTube. The first thing I really streamed was Gauntlet. And then, yeah, Goonies 2. I streamed Gold Go 13, hilariously enough, which came right before Goonies 2. And I started Goonies 2 that night, so... Yeah, but NES games are lots of fun. So let's see here. So you can use the Metalk to get that. That's a full magic thing, which sure, why not? Yeah, I'm happy that you feel that way. Because I'm always afraid, people aren't going to want to see me just wander around and accomplish nothing. But to hear that, people enjoy seeing that, that's great. Because I'm certainly someone who has gaming sessions where I don't accomplish anything. So we've kind of hit the end of the road here. I mean, we might as well jump up to see what's there, even though I do want to explore that bottom section still. Okay, so upper area. And I'll take a key. And again, they put this whole thing down here. And it's like, is there any purpose to this? Is it just to trick you? Also, she can't go over spikes very well. But I feel like... Here, come back here so I can step on you. Something like that. Oh, okay, so I'd already been over here anyway, so that was damage that did not need to be taken. But great music, right? Oh, I cannot believe this game's soundtrack. It's really, really rocking. And I love that scroll, picking it up and being able to move faster. I don't think there's like a fast shoes item by default. Otherwise, I would always have that equipped. Because yeah, if there's one thing about this game is that you move kind of slow. So anytime that can be changed, it's very nice. Look at all of those locked doors. I feel like it wants you to come here with that item. But how many is that? Because we have 23 keys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, this guy's coming right at me. Ring is invincibility, which is nice. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh shoot, we're gonna be short a few keys. Because yeah, unfortunately the daughter cannot equip that key staff. So I'm assuming that's probably what it wants you to do, and that would have to be a good item in there, you would think. One thing I'm gonna check though is I'm going to make sure that there's no section in the ceiling that you can open up that makes you like not have to spend as many keys. But yeah, if enemies want to keep dropping keys, I'll take that. Fridge, you never really accomplished anything in this game, you just liked exploring the map? So this is a game that's a little while back. We're talking like a few years. I played it for a good like half an hour to an hour and said, that's a pretty cool game. I'm going to go back and play that someday. And then, you know, I never got to it until now when I'm doing this challenge where I'm trying to beat them all. And that's what I really like about this challenge is it's actually getting me to, you know, tackle a lot of games that I had on my backlog. Where I think we all have those, you know, those games where we check it out and say, oh, I really want to do a full playthrough of that someday. And you know, we don't end up getting back to it for whatever reason. Is that a bad chest? It is, too. Did that inn word just change to a shop? Whoa, those are cheap. This is the cheapest potions we've seen, which is nice to know, but it's kind of a pain getting back here. The question, though, is how do I get out of here? It did say inn, and it changes the shop. Will it be an inn now? That is funny that you can change it from an inn to a shop. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Okay. That chest probably has a poison ring? Probably. No, Astafu, I really appreciate you checking out the streams. You're not a weirdo at all. And it means a lot though we see you in the chat, and again I really appreciate that super chat, and I hope you enjoy me again wandering aimlessly. It means a lot to hear that people aren't going to be too harsh in that regard. Then Max Howard, hello. Mario Kart's tomorrow, Max Howard. Yes. Thank you so much though. Yeah, I hope to see everyone for the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe stream tomorrow. It'll be at 9:30 Eastern. I'll have a community post going out about that. But EC Myers Vids, thank you. I appreciate you. The ideal audience, yes. You still bad streaming Super Metroid because you got lost for like 4 hours. No one seemed to mind. The worst was when people watched pull off a wall jump on NES Strider for 90 minutes. So yeah, if I had streamed NES Metroid on my first ever playthrough, there certainly would have been a time or two where I just wandered like the whole map wondering what to do next. And I can guess one of the points, if you're anything like me when I played it, that would have tripped you up. Because it just kind of goes against what you would expect from the game, but then once you figure it out, it's like, oh, that actually made some sense. So where are we going here? Maybe I haven't been up to this corner, because otherwise I don't know how we get out of this hole that we have now found ourselves in, and we just accidentally picked up the item that we would have been better to not have picked up. Okay, so we haven't been into this room, but let's get a little bit up here. So we're running out of health. But you know what? We need to come back here with more keys anyway. Like, yeah, now I'm kind of stuck now. Unless an enemy wants to drop like a ring item, we might just have to take the death. I don't think there's anything that lets you walk on spikes like this. Oh, okay, we can kind of do a thing like this. Okay. But we only have 20 health left, so we're probably not going to make it out of here alive again, unless we just kind of grinded for an invincibility ring, which may or may not actually be possible to do. Enemies seem to drop items depending on like what you need. So see how we're low on magic right now? That's why enemies are dropping a lot of magic bottles. I didn't even touch that. Okay, bread. We're low on life, so they're gonna start dropping bread. You mapped Metroid on paper. That's awesome. And you did Monster Party. I haven't beaten Monster Party yet. I look forward to that though. So people watched you map something for an hour. When I played Golgo 13, I was doing some mapping in one of the first-person dungeons, and someone who I guess had never watched my videos before joined the stream, and they're like, "Oh God, I've joined while this guy is, you know, reciting numbers and talking about directions. What have I gotten myself into?" It's like, yeah, it's gonna be a thing like that. So I don't think I can do that. I don't think I can get through there. So it raises the question of just what exactly I'm supposed to do. And I can't even get up there. When you're on top of spikes, you kind of just bounce around. Oh, but I have a high jump boost. Duh. The thing that I intentionally brought and yet have barely used. But I don't see all that much of a use for it. Also, every time that you jump while the high jump boots are equipped, you lose 1 magic point, which isn't so great. So yeah, I'm not sure what the game wants from me. I feel like we've kind of explored everything. You know what? Since we're probably going to die anyway, let's see just how many keys we would have needed to get through this thing. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 29 keys. So close. What if we could just drop, or rather grind, like 3 more keys? So is this an area then where you have to like come down and... I feel like, yeah, we just brought the wrong character. Clearly we're supposed to bring a character here who can equip the key wand, and then that's how you would get to that. So... But I don't know how you get to this part of the map then. It would have to be someone who can equip the pickaxe. And who can go across the spikes? Like, the mother can fly. I'm guessing that's how you're supposed to get across the spikes? What on earth could be worth so many keys? I want to know, right? And oh, the fall damage. Why is there fall damage? Alright, if we can get 3 more here quick, we'll do it. That way we know if it's even worth coming back or not. Enemies were dropping a lot of keys earlier. But now that we want them, they're probably not going to. Did we ever go down here? Yeah, we did, of course. And it's so weird that this is just like a nothing burger here. I guess I could heal if I really wanted to. Heal at the shop. Because, yeah, I can... So that staff at the top right, I believe... Unfortunately, the instruction manual shows pictures for some items, but not others. But there's this thing called the key stick, which allows you to open doors without keys. I assume that's what that is it kind of looks like a key. But even if I went to the inn and could change my items, the daughter unfortunately cannot use it. What would be great is if the chest contains a key, yes. From a spy movie. Oh, okay. EC Myers vids, you probably know what it is. You're probably laughing right now. But okay, let's see what we can do here. Because I'm not sure it's worth... Because again, even if we get the item, I'm not sure we can get out of here alive. But that's so strange that I could fall down here, though. If I can't get out. But this game is weird like that sometimes. It seems like it's definitely a very easy game to soft lock yourself in. Oh, and all the doors came back too, because I went off screen, so there's not even any point in trying this anymore. I think we're just gonna take the death, and we'll see what else we can do. Yeah, it's back down here again. I still don't understand how the spikes on the ceiling don't do anything. Alright, destroy me, whatever you are supposed to be. You actually do not remember. Well, that's good and bad. It's a little bit concerning, because you would think if it was like a really important item that stuck out in your mind, then You know, but I have that too, where I've played games in the past. Like, a game I didn't replay on my NES journey is the Battle of Olympus, because I did beat it back in the day. Actually beat it in 2013. It's crazy to think it was 10 years ago. But I don't remember all that much about it, so I do definitely plan to give that one a replay at some point. So let's see. Who can use that key stick? If we select the mother. Again, remember, if the number is purple, it means that you can't use that item with that character. She can use the key stick, but she can't use the pickaxe, which unless there's another way. It seemed I needed to get to that area. The mother's most useful use, again, is definitely the wings. Where with these equipped, you can just go anywhere you want. It's actually really awesome. But in this case, we need the pickaxe to get it to that area in the first place. So, like, let's see the sun. What can he do? And see, he can't use the key stick. He can't even use the pickaxe. That's odd. So, he really is useless then. And a glitch that I actually found is if you press A on the old grandma here to get your password, and I think it was like if I held B and pressed A, she turns into the sun. And it doesn't seem to do anything other than just, you know, now you're the sun, but I thought that was kind of a strange glitch. And the father, what can he do? Oh, actually, there's the dog, too. The dog thing. We'll have to see what he can do. Tuxedo Worth, that's true. Yes, tomorrow we're also doing Mario Kart. I've been working hard, trying to adjust settings and such so that the stream does not crash, like unfortunately it has the last few times. It only seems to happen when I stream HD games. I have the feeling it's the Elgato, something related to that, but I've been doing some tests, and it seems to be working fine, so I'm hoping we have a good, uninterrupted Mario Kart stream tomorrow. Yes, it is pretty much an action RPG, like a platformer mixed with RPG elements. Yeah, Battle of Olympus is a lot of fun. As someone who's always liked Zelda 2, and, you know, not dunked on it just because it was different, Battle of Olympus definitely gives that vibe for sure. Damon Hemline, welcome! Hope you're having a great night. You like my NES streams because I come in so prepared? Uh-oh. You're not gonna like all the random wandering we do tonight. Oh, okay, but, you know, you mean like I've prepared myself to, you know, play the game with the appropriate materials. No, I appreciate that. Thank you. Also, this music is great. Like, I'm blown away by just how phenomenal the soundtrack in this game is. Oh, Fridge, thank you so much. But okay, so this guy, like, even the father can't use the pickaxe. It makes no sense. So, I don't know what else I would do. So let's equip the mother. Let's equip her, or rather, select her, and equip her with the wings. And let's see what the ability to fly anywhere we want does for us. Is there any other items we should bring with us? A healing potion, because why not? I probably should have bought a healing potion while I was down at that really cheap store. Oh, and she can do the jump. Oh, wait, no. Okay. Put these all away. I want the key staff. Jump shoes. Actually, I want that on the far right. No, if we have the wings, we don't need the jump shoes. So, okay. So let's think this through one more time. Potion. Wings. Key staff. I think. Again, I think that's what that item is. It has to be the key staff, right? So if we accidentally find our way back to that area, theoretically we should be able to figure out what is in that chest. Tuxedo Worth, you never found Zelda 2 to be the black sheep. It set the stage for a lot of gameplay innovations in later Zelda games. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it when I first played it and didn't let the fact that it was a bit different bother me. But alright, so here we go. And this is always a good place to just grind for a bit of money. It's, again, the game seems to drop what it is that it looks like you need at that time. And since we healed by going home, we have full health, full magic pretty much. So now, you know, enemies are dropping money and stuff because we don't need those other things. And we have 30 keys now, if we could just get back to that room. But I think there were also some locked doors along the way as well, so you pretty much need more keys than just that. Okay, so, yeah, but see, that's why the daughter was able to make so much progress for me, because she could actually jump and get into places where other characters couldn't. Again, though, great soundtrack. I love this music. But, again, characters can only fall equivalent to the height that they can jump before taking fall damage. If I jump down here, fall damage. So, I think that's one annoying thing about this game. That and the poison bottles that appear when you defeat enemies. If they got rid of those and the fall damage, this game would be even better. See, I even just tried to jump over that poison, and I couldn't make it. Oh, Damon! Wow, yeah! Yeah, be careful out there. Glad to hear everything went all right, though. Max Howard, you don't like Zelda 2? I have beat Sonic 06. As someone who loves Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, Sonic 06 definitely feels like it was supposed to be the continuation of that. It's very similar, if anything, to Sonic Adventure 1, where you have the overworld maps with the levels kind of scattered throughout. I really like what Sonic 06 tried to do. It's a shame that the game is so glitchy and buggy, but I did ultimately have fun with it. But I can't knock anyone who thinks it's a rather subpar game. They had good ideas, they just did not execute. So, yeah, let's see. What should we do with you? Let's head down here. See if there's anything. So again, the game, I think the manual says is broken into 5 areas. And that makes sense considering there's like 5 members of the family. Again, I think, you know, mother, father, daughter, son, and the dog thing. So yeah, we've already gone over there and been able to accomplish nothing. And this is nothing too. Unless one of these walls is breakable. Okay. Alright, but no, there's another ladder here that we can use. Oh, this isn't in. I feel like we should already use it because I'm not doing that great. We do have a potion though, at least. Okay, so let's see if the mother can accomplish anything in this area. Because I think last time I was here, I don't believe I had the wings unlocked. Bread's always good. Oh, you see? You gotta find secrets like these. I probably haven't been to the right then. It's a very Konami-sounding music. Yeah! It even has like a Goonies 2 vibe, which is a Konami game. But okay, select the wings. Let's do a thing like this. Okay, that's not what we want. So for every second that we have this equipped, we are losing magic. What is this? Looks like a magic potion bottle. And we get a... Oh! Bread. Yes, please. And there's a shop down here. And there's a key, very nice. And these are potions for a decent price. But again, even if you buy them now, you can't equip them until you get back to an inn. Which I feel like we should probably visit sooner rather than later. Thankfully, there are actually lots of them scattered throughout the game. So it's never usually too long before you come across another one. And none of these walls seem to do anything. So is this another dead end? Ugh. And that's what this game is, everybody. Dead end after dead end. Alright. Alright, we're gonna go to that inn. We might as well. Oh. Everything's out for me. Okay. Almost got killed by the last goo ball. But yeah, the inns are great because they really feel like everything. It's awesome. Damon, the inverse difficulty curve. Oh yeah, so wait, I accidentally just pressed the button there and got rid of the items that I had equipped, which I believe were... Oh, I could have used the potion too, but no, those are more expensive than visiting the inn, so you really don't want to use them unless you have to. Yeah, Kid Icarus is probably one of the worst, most notorious games for inverse difficulty curve. The Immortal is another one. I could not believe, you know, that second room in The Immortal is just like, it throws everything at you at once. You're like, oh my god, this game's ridiculous. And the first level is probably one of the most overwhelming, where after that, it's not as bad. So, okay, we have that staff equipped. What happens if we touch this locked door? It used magic instead of a key. Fascinating. So yeah, that's definitely what you're intended to do then. In that room with like the 29 doors. Is there a way to go through the floor or something? Get down to there? Now this is the one place where if I had drawn a map, I guess we would have a better understanding of just where we're supposed to go. But I'm just pressing onto every floor right now, seeing if anything breaks. Christian, hope you're having a great night. Thanks for stopping by. I haven't talked with you in forever. Whoa, I know, right? What was it, like a couple of hours? Felt like ages. Yeah, I hope you're doing well. Now, Christian was helping me make sure everything looks good for the Mario Kart stream tomorrow night. So, if it ends up crashing again, like it unfortunately has a couple of times, it's Christian's fault. No, but he is a witness that can say I have been trying to improve the HD streams, and hopefully we've got it all figured out. And we have a good Mario Kart stream tomorrow. I don't get why this guy, he's like invisible. It feels almost like a glitch, but I'm not exactly sure what it wants from you, so just tank it. If there's one nice thing about this game is that it gives you quite a bit of health. Like, I don't know what it wants. The Jade Wizard, welcome! We're watching Batman. Welcome. YouTube tosses a blue shell at my stream once in a while. I could believe that. But yeah, thanks again everyone for joining tonight. Hope you're enjoying this crazy game, which I hope we can make some decent progress in tonight. We'll probably play for a few hours. We're by no means gonna beat it. So can we go through like any of these walls? So when we accessed the area with the daughter earlier, it's that room to the left of us right now that we fell down to get to where we eventually, you know, found that room with the key and stuff. So maybe to the left somewhere? Or sorry, to the right if we continue? We'll find where to go. Okay, I have been down here. I know that to the top right there is a breakable block. Whoa! Nothing like just falling down. Okay, please do not destroy me. Thank you. Okay. Oh! Oh! What's... is there... Okay, so... we appear to have found something in the wall, but that's as far as it would take us. If we could just get to the left here, that would allow us to get into the section that you normally need the pickaxe to get into, and we could get to that area with the mother. Again, remember, having the wings equipped wastes magic power, so I don't want to have it equipped for too long, but it just doesn't seem like we can get any further into this wall, unfortunately. That's solid. And enemies respawn too, which is really annoying. Okay, so I guess there's nothing we can do there, unfortunately. This is gonna hurt. Oh! Oh, okay, we could have just gone through the wall there. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Let me see here. Now you're gonna get hate comments, Christian? No! Thank you, Christian, for all your help. There's an enhanced version of Zelda 2. Cool. There's an adventure game. Oh, Mylon's Secret Castle? That's another game that I played back in the day. And I got a little bit into it, but then it got way too cryptic and I couldn't figure the rest out. So that'll be a fun one. Lots of fun games coming up in the M's that I've played before but never beat, like Metal Gear, and My Own Secret Castle being another one. What else can I immediately see looking to the left? Magician, Magic of Shizhe. The Moffat Conspiracy I'm really looking forward to, as it's the sequel to Golgo 13. M is going to be great. Yeah, just getting started with the L's here. Legendary Wings coming up. I said I'm going to stream Little Nemo because everyone says it's really good. But again, it's another one I've tried, of course, but didn't get too far into. Yeah, lots. I love NES games, I really do. So I always enjoy looking at the shelf and saying, "Oh my gosh, lots of good stuff coming up." Feels like just yesterday I was counting down the games until Dragon Warrior 2, 3, and 4, and now here we are, almost at the M's. Okay, so we're going through the floor here. I know this is here. Okay, that's not great. To the right, I think there's an inn. And that's all that's here. Okay. Mega Man Burnout Damon. So I'm not always replaying games that I've beat in the past, and I've beat all 6 Mega Man games. What I am currently in the process of is, it's likely a friend and I, sometime in May, are going to stream all 6 NES Mega Man games in one day. And he's going to play the odd-numbered Mega Man games, and I'm going to play the even-numbered ones. So I'm going to play 2, 4, 6. He'll play 1, 3, 5. And yeah, we'll see how long that takes. It should be a fun day. I'll definitely let everyone know more about that once we've got everything solidified. But that's the plan for Mega Man. Even though I've beat those games before, I'm never against playing some more Mega Man, so I think that would be a fun way to do it. Mega Man 3 is pain. Then again, that was the first one you played. Yeah, the Mega Man games definitely have a learning curve to them. Okay, so see, she can't go any farther here. She cannot break blocks like that. It seems like the daughter is one of the only characters who can actually use, the item required there. So let's see. And next time I find an inn, I should probably use it. So in the meantime, let's pick up all the potion bottles we can, as we're kind of running low on magic. Yeah, if we could just get to the left. Like, do any of these break? They do not appear to. Maybe the ceiling. Again, checking the floors and checking the ceiling is something that's easy to forget about. But it's essential, because sometimes there just will be a random block in the ceiling or the floor that will break. That doesn't seem to be the case, though. And again, I know that we were in the room directly above us before, but it's possible there would be like a gap in the floor or something that would lead to another area. Oh, looking over at the chat. Meanwhile, Worm Guy's coming over here. And again, that's the thing. I mean, people, you've been so kind in saying that you don't mind seeing stuff like this, but this is the part I hate, where it's like I'm doing all of this, and yet what if it doesn't even lead to somewhere that we can accomplish anything? Alright, so we've actually made our way around, and it looks like we're now able to get to that area that before we would have needed to break that block to get to. So, I mean, I want to use the inn, but of course it costs 10 coins. And, the later you wait to use it, the better, since it always takes your health and magic up to the same amount anyway. So I think I'm going to hold off maybe like one more inn. Those aren't very good deals. Again, fingers crossed that after doing all of this, we can actually accomplish something. So like, what is down here? What is this? Another crazy room. Snake Rattle and Roll, yes. Yeah, I've heard good things about that one. You can come over and play 2-player. Yeah, so it's Metroid-style. It's a gigantic underground dungeon with essentially 5 different kind of subsections. I'm feeling like maybe I should visit the inn. Maybe. Yeah, we're getting low on health, so let's go back to that inn. I regret everything. Yeah, people just kind of come from off screen. And it's like, wow, I definitely had absolutely zero time to react to that. Run. Again, if there's one thing I could change, it'd probably be the characters are a little slow. I mean, I'm going to the inn anyway, but just in case. Okay. So, one thing this game actually reminds me a lot of is Castle Quest, one of the first NES games that I streamed on YouTube. It feels very similar, and you know, the way that the map is laid out, or either the levels or the rooms, it's very similar to Castle Quest. The way that you need keys to unlock doors, and even the way it's just, you know, it drops you in this massive place with no real direction. Okay, invincibility ring, thank you. Now if someone wants to drop the scroll of running, I would be greatly appreciative. I traded some damage for a key. I don't know if that was smart. Oh, you must be talking about Super Metroid then, because yeah, if there was a item like that in the original Metroid, that would be great. Okay, so... Okay. Can I fly up here? So I'm pressing all against this wall, and nothing is happening. All while magic is being wasted. So okay, that didn't seem to do all that much. Oh wow, okay, so there's still a lot to explore here. I can definitely see this connecting to that area we were in before, though. I can see that. Oh no, okay. Well, we have now fallen into a place that doesn't look like... Whoa, whoa! Okay. Oh, I can't use items while, paused here. So the way I think this works is if we die while we have the potion selected, it will heal us. I've never actually done it before. But in the meantime, we need to fly here, so I can't have the potion selected. I have the potion selected, though. What? Let me read the book again. And again, I appreciate it. People say, oh, you're so prepared, Andrew. I still don't quite understand how everything works. The elixir. Oh, that was the... Oh, I got the magic bottle and the elixir mixed up. I accidentally took the magic bottle with me. I just was supposed to take the health one. Okay. And yeah, this is a really unforgiving game where it's like, whoops, you game overed. Well, now you're all the way back to the beginning again. I mean, obviously with all the stuff you had last time you saved, but you still have to go through the whole dungeon. It reminds me a lot of RuneScape. I played a lot of RuneScape back in the day. And one of my favorite things about that game was the way. So, see, we were supposed to take this one. That's the health one. This one looked more like the health one, and this looked like the magic one to me, so I messed up. Where in RuneScape, if you died, you would lose all of the items that you were holding, except for the 3 most valuable. And, you know, you would drop all of your items when you died, just as if any enemy dropped their items. So if you could manage to get back to where you died fast enough, and no one else picked them up first, you could get your items back. But there was always this suspense whenever you went out adventuring that you could very easily lose what you were holding. And I love that. You know, it really adds a real suspense to adventuring. So I don't you know, hate this game for being like, oh, now I gotta redo all that. That's definitely not me. I don't have anything against having to redo some stuff. Of course, there are other games on the NES, say like Dragon Warrior, for example, where dying would not remove your items and your experience, but it would just remove half of your gold instead. So, you know, that's another way to sort of tackle that. What happens if you die while you're exploring a dungeon sort of thing. But I like this way. I like it that, you know, you gotta try again. Ooh, yeah, so there's a character select the Jade Wizard, and the way it works is there's 5 different ones, and they each kind of have their own uses. And I think, surprisingly, we have actually figured out what we should be doing with the mother right now. Miraculously. We kind of went in the back door, it seemed, with the daughter at one point. But yeah, the mother makes a lot of sense because she would be able to fly over those spikes that were there. Now we just have to make our way back again. So thanks everyone again who's sticking around. Remember, you are the ones who said you like to see someone figure it out and not have all the answers right off the bat. So I hope that, you know, you enjoy this trek through the underworld. And I definitely think we're on to something. If we do all this again and then find out that, you know, we're not even going the right way, that would be disappointing. But I don't think that will be the case. It's tragic that when you choose a character, the rest of the family vanishes. That is sad. But now that we know exactly where we're going, and we don't have to like press against every wall, that should hopefully save a little bit of HP. And again, yeah, I love that it doesn't consume a key when you have this the rod selected to go through a door. That's really neat. But I've certainly had my fair share of tragic moments in retro games. I got to the final boss battle of Battletoads Double Dragon and ran out of continues. Like, I was on my last continue when I got there. So I got game over, had to replay the whole game again. But it was kind of cool, actually, because that next playthrough was like a perfect playthrough. I didn't get game over once. So it was really cool to go from this playthrough previously, where, you know, it was pretty crusty. Could have been a lot better, to then pull off this run that I was really, really proud of. And I beat the game in 44 minutes and 44 seconds, because it gives you a time at the end that it took you to beat it, which was kind of cool. And of course, anyone who watched my last Starfighter stream the other night, unfortunately, you know, I was doing pretty well in that one, and then we got to the final level where things kind of threw me for a loop, and it all went downhill from there. But those are just the sort of things that happen in NES games sometimes, unfortunately. Now, where's that hole? It was like over here. All right, yeah, just lots of walking right now to get back to where we were. Let me see here. I heard a tale of woe. Someone playing Rune Armor. Oh, getting Rune Armor twice. And lost it twice and never played again. Man, back in the day when Rune Armor was the best armor, that would be tragic for sure. And never... Don't forget to bring a towel. Okay, so the story, Damon, is that there is a dragon that needs to be defeated. But the only way to defeat this dragon is with a certain sword, and the only way to get that sword is by finding 4 crowns. And now the family is working together to do that. I love the instruction manual, actually. Let me read you part of it. So the story begins, a long, long time ago, a woodcutter's family lived in a small woods. One day inside their house, the grandmother was talking to her grandchildren. Long, long ago. So I like how the story is a long, long time ago. There was a grandmother who told a story about long, long ago. So basically it was really long ago, guys. There was an evil dragon that was terrifying the people. A wizard came from the North Country, captured the dragon, put it to sleep in a deep, put it deep underground. And that wizard was your grandfather. And now basically that dragon's about to escape, so you know you gotta do what you gotta do to stop it. But basically, what we've learned is that a long, 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 long time ago, magic existed and dragons existed. So if you collect 2 scrolls subsequently like that, you go like super fast. It's actually really nice. Okay, so I think this was the last inn that I used last time. We probably should heal here. Dragons be like that. You're like in the stream. Unfortunately, it's getting late, East Coast time. I'm so sorry, Astafu, but really appreciate you dropping by. And yeah, if you're around tomorrow night at 9:30 Eastern, since it's a weekend, you know, the following day, we'll be playing some Mario Kart 8s and hope to see you again soon. Thank you again for the super chat. I really appreciate that. And I'm happy again that you liked the Cryon Conquest video. I had a lot of fun making that one too. Okay, so very slowly making our way through the maze here. And it's like, you're just so weak. I guess what I should be bringing then is that item that makes your attack more powerful. But what should I bring that instead of? Because I could bring that instead of the health item. It's all very, very tough decision-wise. Hey, why do you have 2 life bars? Okay, so each of the red ones at the top represents 10, while each of the blue ones below represents 1. So like you can see, we have 6 red ones and 6 blue ones. So we have 66 life right now. That's that's what it's doing there. You know, it would have been nice if it was just a number that could be easily looked at and understood. But instead they took the fancy route, so yeah, it leads to a bit of confusion. But once you get it, it's like, okay, that's kind of cool. I actually had, when I played yesterday, a glitch occur where some of the tiles on the status bar up there were not displaying correctly. Like, I think the L in the word gold was a 5 instead. So it's like, okay. Yeah, this weird thing happened when I was transitioning from one screen to the next. The game kind of glitched for a second, but it didn't break the game. I was able to keep playing. But ever since that, yeah, the HUD was kind of glitched. But otherwise, that's what that means. So I went into this little alcove because there's an inn in here. And I feel like we should probably heal again, just in case. And I know I've accessed this store before. I think this is actually where I bought my first, the plate armor. Yes. And there's a crystal that you can use to warp back to the house. But okay, heal one more time. You still can't believe how long the last stream was, Christian? Ugh, I could have had it done in like half the time. The last Starfighter ended up being quite fun, but it was quite difficult. So see, she can equip the thing that makes her stronger. She can't equip the armor though, which would have been really nice. I guess the inventory we have already is pretty good. Palpuck, welcome! This was before Arabic numerals were invented. That's actually really true. It's like we're using the old abacus here to keep track. The game was trying to talk to me, EC Myers vids, yes. Oh, thank you, the Jade Wizard. Glad you enjoy that. EC Myers vids, you're surprised the aliens haven't come to recruit me yet? I need to see the movie. Even if people say the movie's so-so, I feel like I have to see it now that I've beat the game. I know it was mentioned that the last Starfighter game isn't actually the game that was played by the guy in the movie, and as you said, EC Myers vids, it was actually based on like a Commodore 64 game, which is pretty funky. Conan's the same, where it's not a great game, and for whatever reason they just took like a Commodore 64 game and stuck Conan in there. Or like an Amiga game. Okay, invincibility's good. But yeah, Christian. So again, Christian was helping me test out some streaming stuff earlier so that hopefully the HD stream goes well tomorrow. And one thing that I did in that test stream was I played some Mario World through Nintendo Switch Online. After finishing that stream, it got 2 different copyright claims on it. And what they were was parts of Super Mario World, like the credits, which of course, you know, was a very repeatable thing that would be easy for someone to claim. And then just standing on the overworld map was also claimed, I guess that, the overworld track. Thing is though, they weren't claimed by Nintendo. They were just claimed by like some random group out of Vietnam. It's like, so it's a rampant problem on YouTube, unfortunately. Things getting claimed by people who don't even actually own them. And yeah, you can definitely see that with some video game stuff. Same happened when I did my Nintendo Direct stream a little while back. You know, when we did the Nintendo Direct pre-stream. Oh, Like, this is awful. These guys hurt. Use the potion. Use the potion. Okay. So yeah, I had some random video game music playing during that pre-stream. And one of the tracks was the Bramble music from Donkey Kong Country 2, and that got claimed, except it wasn't by Nintendo or Rare. It was by like some random rapper guy. So it's terrible that you can have stuff claimed and not even by the company who actually owns it. Like if it was by the company who owned it, I could kind of be like, okay, I guess I understand, but it's just by random people who are essentially stealing. They did that with Mad Max NES too. The music was good, at least, Christian. Thank you. Well, Mad Max, yeah, that's I can see that coming up on the shelf for sure. Right after Mach Rider. Ugh. if that's not good, then that's rather scary. But okay, no, I should use the inn, I guess. What do I do to deal with these enemies? It doesn't appear that you like level up in this game. I don't see any experience system. Even though it says, you know, strength 2, jump 20, distance 24, I don't think there's any way to really upgrade that. It's just, you know, you equip items that kind of make you better. I don't have a potion anymore anyway, so I guess I might as well put the punching glove there, which makes you a little more powerful. I assume that's what that is. It's a weird graphic. To me, it looks like a boxing glove. Otherwise, she can't equip the armor. She can't equip the Mario shoes. I don't have any more potions. Alright then. Okay, so yeah, that is actually helping enemies die a lot easier. Okay, here's a treasure chest. What is... Oh! Full health bread? Yes, please. Oh, there's a shop in the spikes? Okay. I could buy a potion. But again, I don't have any room in my inventory for it. Only being able to hold 3 items is kind of limiting. I need the wings. I want the increased power. And the rod is really important. Do different characters have different stats, Damon? Yes, they do. I mentioned earlier, I use the daughter a lot to make a lot of the progress I've made so far because she jumps the highest. And also, like, her attack and stuff aren't bad. But the mother's the only one who can fly, and that seems to be kind of the most important thing we need right now. And also the staff that can unlock doors without using keys. Exactly, Christian, right? How did it get copyrighted? Apparently... people have algorithms running. Yeah, but how do they even find the unlisted stream, Christian? They might get notified. Because it's funny, in the last Starfighter stream, I used various like synthwave songs and stuff from YouTube. And let me get out of this tough predicament and then I will tell that story. It would be a good one to tell if I have to come all the way back here again, which I hope I don't have to. Okay, well, I made it to an inn anyway. So it seems like this ladder's going to go up, but I want to go down. I don't think I need the inn. I need to save as much money as I can. Alright, get up, get up! Where are we? Okay, well, we're in a spot where you need keys anyway. But yeah, I do have a funny story about the last Starfighter stream, which I'll tell in just a second here. Just want to concentrate, keeping my eyes peeled in case anything happens. Those enemies down there were taking off a lot of health. Is this a real chest? Yes, it is. So, I don't have to touch that just yet. Or I do, because the mother cannot jump over anything. And there's a shop and a inn in there. And it looks like we get to that by going through here. So yeah, that's the inn. And the shop, again, more potions and stuff, which is nice. I find that anytime I spend my money on, like, non-required items, I'll immediately come across something that I do need to buy and then not have enough money for it. What is up with this guy? Okay. Alright, so another inn, which I don't know why you'd need another one. Alright, I'm not sure why we came to this area. Is this really just the dead end? Did he just jump to the ceiling? Okay, so I'm not sure. So my guess in where we need to be is in the room below us. I'm guessing there's going to be another part of the floor that you can pass through. And the room that everything's barraging you with attacks. I'm somehow supposed to press against all the different parts of the floor. Oh! Wait a minute! So that means I don't even actually have to go through that underground room. I can just press through these walls all this time. Okay. Interesting. Because yeah, that takes us all the way back to over there. Fascinating. So yeah, again, my bet is that now if we go down here, we might as well give it our best. If we go down here, there has to be a hole in the floor in this room somewhere. Nope. Like, do I just press against every single thing of spikes until one of them hopefully reveals a secret? Okay, we need to heal. Even if we just find out what we have to do and then die, it will mean that we can get back to this point without, you know, all the item loss and the gold loss. But I feel like there has to be more than to this room than it looks. There has to be. Nope. Like, this is where the shop was. But we don't need any of that. And there's another inn. I love that there's so many of them. Oh, trying to shoot up and I was close enough to go in the door there. So like, I feel like you have to be able to go through the spikes somewhere. Or this floor. Otherwise, what is the point of this room? Have I found any of the crowns yet? I have not. I'm not quite sure exactly, you know, where to start looking for them. Okay. Oh, how many? Yeah, these guys take so many hits. Okay. Oh, there's a block, huh? Did I ever break that? Enemies respawn way too fast in this game, like way too fast. Actually, I can't break the block as the mother. Oh. We're going to die and we discovered nothing. Nothing! And that's just how this game goes, right? It's cryptic like that. And I feel like we've done everything right. We did everything right with that character to the point where there has to be a secret hidden somewhere in that area. The question is just where. So you could then have to, you know, make multiple attempts back there until you've just pressed against the right block to find it. And I'm curious if that's the only thing that's available for us to do at this point. Well, we can continue anyway. What can the dog equip? Or the monster dog. See, like, he can't even equip anything. He can equip, like, only the most basic items. So why would you ever want to use him? When he only jumps that high, And his attack is like, that's it. I mean, he has rapid fire shooting, I guess. It's kind of cool. So there must be a boss at some point where like that's necessary. It's Pochi time. Is there anything I can even do with him at this point? I honestly can't think of anywhere where he would be useful. Again, because he can't jump, and there's no items I can equip to make him jump higher. Huh. I'm just trying to think of all the different places I can possibly go. Like, I feel like I've visited most of them. I should be getting close to something. Let's take the mother again and go to a different area that she might be useful in. You think the monsters don't fight him as much, Daniel? Yes, the instruction manual did say that, huh? But again, without the ability to fly, without the ability to break blocks, I don't see what I could do with him. Let me read the manual again. What does it say about him? The family pet Pochi. It acts like a dog, but it's really a monster. The other monsters don't bother Pochi. Special items, elixir, magic bottle, crystal. Like nothing really good. Whenever Pochi's not on screen, all the other characters ask, "Where's Pochi?" That's a great Simpsons reference. I like it. Ah, so I guess we're gonna be asking that right now then, because I didn't take him again. Ah. So back to the last Starfighter stream. Again, I had some some music on there, some synth music, which was really cool. And one of the tunes was actually called Starfighter, done by a amazing composer called Hurricane Turtle. And when that song had come out a few months ago, I actually commented on their video saying this was great. Immediately after doing that last Starfighter video, they replied to that comment like 3 months later saying, "I'm glad you like it." So I bet they probably got a copyright claim on that song and decided not to go through with it because they were, happy that I was, probably spreading their work around, and then went back to that comment and replied to it, which I found was kind of funny. So I guess that's how it works. If I use your content in my video, it's maybe not like an automatic strike, but then you can choose whether or not to ding me for it. Crazy world of YouTube shenanigans for sure. Thankfully, game music doesn't seem to get copyrighted too much. I know there was a time when, like, you couldn't do anything with, like, Mario 1 or Mario World without Nintendo themselves claiming it. Thankfully, they've gotten a little bit better about that over the years. But now it's, these other people claiming it, which is kind of funny. Except not really that funny. It is eerie. But yeah, Hurricane Turtle, again. They have an album called Road Trip, which is really good. Highly, highly recommend giving them a listen. She can't jump over anything. You're gonna ding my whole channel, Christian? Uh-oh. You have moderator powers. You probably could. Let me see here. So let's go up again, I guess. Like, I feel like maybe there are some things I can do up here with the ability to fly. Like, I really feel like I was onto something with that lower area. And I feel like that's the area we're supposed to take her, right? So, based on what everyone was telling me, each character kind of has one area of the map that they're good at. So maybe the mother isn't going to help us all that much here. Yeah, because she can't break any of these blocks. So the daughter, if anything, is probably supposed to come back to this area. I just want to see if the ability to fly can at least give me a hint on where to go. And again, I like the fast movement here. Keep that up. Is the DuckTales Moon Stage theme that hated? I like the DuckTales Moon music. I love DuckTales Remaster. I thought they did a wonderful job of remastering all the tracks in that. They were great. EC Myers says, whenever you criticize jumping in a video game, you could consider how high you could jump, and then you feel less critical about it. That's good. That's actually really true. But I think, you know, Mario spoils us, right? Mario Brothers really does, you know, make us feel like every video game you should be able to jump and touch the stars. Literally. So in here is the sword, but I'm assuming you can get that after you get all the crowns. So unfortunately at this time, there's not much we can do about that. I'm using up all my magic power here, flying around. There's a shop in there I'm pretty sure I've accessed before. These are all fake chests, even though they look very real. I'm just trying to go to the inn here and get my magic back. Oh, we see my... That's interesting. I haven't seen too much of the new DuckTales. I've seen the entire first season of the old one. And then, you know, a variety of episodes here and there. But okay, so I don't think there's anything down. I think I went down there. That's where I got the wings. That's where I got the pickaxe. I don't think I need to go down there again. But what else is there to do? So, like, if each area has a crown in it, again, I haven't found any crowns. That would make you think there's a... You know, there's a reason to come to each area, but I can't even go up there because, again, you need the metal... and also, there's those kind of portraits of, like, a princess or something on the wall. And the book hints, it's like, oh, maybe they do something, but I find it not very clear exactly what you're supposed to do with them. But yeah, okay, I guess bringing the mother here did not help us. Interesting. Yeah, she really can't do anything because of the whole, you know, that. So, okay, let's just actually take the death. Why not? Let's see how fast enemies can destroy us if we just kind of stand inside them. Go back to the main area. I don't see where the father is all that useful. Because, again, he can't even break blocks. He can move them with the glove. Oh, maybe that's how we get down into that area with him. Huh. Alright, let's see what we can do with the father. He has to be good for something. You're supposed to draw mustaches on the portraits? Yes, exactly. Turns out flying is like walking as if it's a Zelda game. Exactly. Oh, Konami's flagged you too. Interesting. Alright, so let's pick this guy. He can't equip all that much. Like, the only really important thing it seems like he can equip is the glove. Oh, and the armor, too. Oh, no, and the Mario shoe. Okay. That makes him a little more useful. But he's slow, man. It's like, ugh. It's a him, Mario! I call it the Mario shoe. Maybe that doesn't make a lot much sense. Okay. Oh, wow, wonderful. I love that I just picked that up. Okay, so, yeah, he can apparently move blocks. Let's see how this works. So if you have the glove equipped and you hold A, yeah, he can do a thing like that. And the block doesn't even fall. It just kind of floats in air there. But okay, so I've never been able to bring him down here before. Because, again, the glove is a more recent pickup for me. So let's see if this can help us accomplish anything as we just tank all of these hits. Can we do a thing like this? Oh, instant kill. Nice. Again, I could have waited like 5 minutes for that to disappear, but we didn't. Ugh. And like, I don't know how you get down here without taking fall damage. Oh, no! Oh my gosh, that took off so much health. I thought I had the Mario shoe equipped. Whoops. Alright, give me bread, please. So like if we do this, and then I climb up and come back, will the block be back to where it was? Yes. Seems really unnecessary, but I guess that's what you gotta do. But, again, is there any reason to bring him down here? I don't know. Like, it seems like there could be. Like, how do you get in there? I saw that guy just go through the floor there. Does that mean that there's a ladder that comes up from the room below? Like, otherwise, I'm not sure how you get into this whole section that we just walked over. That might be something good to figure out. Yeah, like that whole section to the left. I feel like we haven't been in there. Like, if you could bring, again, the mother here, maybe she could fly? Also, this room here seems kind of useless. Like, we just end up here and you can't go right from here. There is sometimes a little bit of ambiguity when it comes to what's foreground and what's background objects, and that's very much foreground. Okay, so I can't move that. I feel like I'm gonna soft block myself or something. I feel like he's not supposed to be down here. Also, again, I feel like... Huh. Okay, fast movement, good. See, maybe the way that they do this makes you feel like, oh yeah, you're supposed to jump up here with him or something. Okay, very good. Now, I believe this is a dead end, but maybe with the father we can do something different? Oh, that's a mimic guy. Okay, see, like, I thought maybe he'd be able to break one of these blocks and no one else could, but yeah. Maybe the fact that it shows us there's an area down here indicates that there's a spot where we can go through the floor. I know there's this, but this doesn't help. And again, like, how would you even get up there? Maybe there's more secrets in the floor and ceiling than you would think. We gotta waste more keys to go back now, unfortunately. Oh. No, so that guy went up, even though there isn't actually a place in the ceiling where you can go up there. Interesting. Nope, nothing. Yeah, so I get the feeling there's probably somewhere we can go through either the floor or the ceiling, and then it just comes down to pushing against everything until you find it. Was there an inn anywhere nearby? By chance? These look like they should be doors, but they're not. Oh, I'm out of magic. Beautiful. So the only thing I can do now is jump on top of enemies. That's the one good thing about the Mario shoe, is that even when you're out of magic, you can still jump on top of stuff unless you have the glove equipped by accident. In which case, you're just going to do a whole bunch of damage to yourself. So it looks like the purple ones kind of stay in the area that they're in, while the green ones and the orange ones phase through walls, maybe? Ooh, just barely can jump through there. Okay, so yeah, what's this? What does this ladder lead to? Leads to a place that looks like this. Okay, this is new. No, maybe not quite. You were here like way earlier, I think. Evidently, one can live on bread alone. What is it? It's honey, right? Honey is like one of the only foods that you could just live off of forever. Because it gets, it gives you your hydration and your food value that you need. Okay, so we're down into this area now. But does this help us accomplish anything? Come on. Oh, I wish it was an inn. That would be so nice. Yeah, here's the inn. Whew! This is tough. And again, unfortunately, you don't exactly know where you're going. It might be time to start mapping things out to figure out just what room is above which. But yeah, we were here. Oh, okay, he can get there, I guess. And that was the... Oh, yeah. And that was a full health thing, but... Otherwise... I really don't know what the game wants from me. Unless we can go down again. So I push down on all of these blocks. Pushing down on everything. Actually, now that I think about it, this is where we did go down and ended up in that weird area. Yes. Yeah, it was down here, so I don't think there was anything that he could do down here. So we're just going to investigate it one more time. And if not, maybe the father's not who we want to play as right now. Ugh. This game's so cryptic. Yes, so yeah, it makes sense now. All of it's starting to make sense. Yeah, I can't do anything in there. Again, I can't believe that the spikes on the ceiling don't hurt you. Doesn't seem right. Yeah, the way that... Like, it doesn't make sense that it would let you come all the way through here. Huh. And, like, and, you know, you would just get stuck. But now I feel stuck anyway, so... I think we've soft-locked ourselves, question mark? Unless there is another place here where we can go down and to the left. Or right. Yeah, just... I think we've soft-locked ourselves. Maybe, like... Yeah, you can... Oh, yeah, look at that! That's the sort of thing that I did that I think let me get the pickaxe early. I don't think you're supposed to be able to take damage from an enemy and get, like, an extra jump like that. But it's just so easy to pull off that you would almost swear it was intentional. Can I jump up this gap? Yes, I can. Otherwise, though, like, all of the jumps are doable by this guy, which makes you think maybe he is supposed to be here? Let's see if we can do anything with him in this room to the right. Doesn't seem... Oh, what if I have the armor on? No, even... Oh, shoot, now I'm dead. But it's armor! It should protect you from spikes! I guess not, though. Maybe the armor doesn't even seem to be working. If only there was a ring. But no, I don't even know if the ring protects you from spikes. This whole section is weird. It feels like I'm missing something. Oh, that takes us there. If only we had all those keys. Again, we could grind for them. I'm not sure if it matters all that much, though. See, now the armor's working. Huh. Oh, now I'm stuck. I'm so stuck in here now. Whoa, I just soft-locked myself so hard. Wow, okay. Well, that was fun while it lasted. Yeah, this game is really fun, but like, soft-lock? Seriously? Can I do a thing again where like, you hurt me and I glitch out of the hole? And now you see why, you know, the mother and the daughter are the two characters that have actually appeared to have some use due to their ability to jump high and to fly. These guys just don't get anything done, it feels like. The father, the son, and the pet must have like one situation where they're useful, and that's it. But otherwise, I don't think there's like a soft reset. I almost thought for a second it was soft resetting there. Come on, come down the hole, come down the hole. I'm probably gonna have to get up and press the reset button. Weird though. I really don't know where the game expects us to go. I feel like let's use Pochi just for fun. Let's use Pochi so that no one will any longer have to ask where he is. Although this does mean I'm gonna have to get up and reset. Just thinking. I don't think there's like any progress we're gonna lose. So I'll get up and do that then. Yeah, otherwise, like, unless I'm missing something, I don't see a way to get out of here. What if we... I feel like if I timed him perfectly, I could get him to come down the hole. Oh! See how you can just kind of phase up through you know, gaps like that? It feels so wrong. Alright, come on, help me get up to this ledge now. Yes! Now, I don't think this actually helps us with anything. But... Oh! Look at that! He just busted a hole in the floor there! It's just a darn orb that teleports you back to the start! Okay, well now we know that there is zero reason for us to waste our time going through that whole thing. That was hilarious that there actually was a hole in the ceiling you could go through. And I'm so happy that we were able to open the chest just in time to see that it was useless. But you wonder though, if there's more to it than that. Maybe you could have gone through the ceiling there. It's unfortunate that we were killed so quickly. Very interesting. Alright, let's try Pochi. Here we go. What are you good for? So, he can't equip much of anything. I think this lets you shoot further. I'll just take that for now. I like the rapid fire shot though, that's pretty cool. So alright, so where can you go? So yeah, enemies don't attack him, which is neat. But do you actually have a use beyond that? Okay, can I even get back up there? Okay, you can just barely make that jump. There's this window right here that always looks like it should be a door. Can you go into that? No. Taking fall damage from even the tiniest jumps is great. He looks like Kirby inhaled a Bubble Bobble Dragon. That is a perfect comparison, actually. Ladders are also kind of broken in this game. Like, sometimes you'll think you're climbing it. You should be climbing it, and then it doesn't do anything. Okay. Like, I'm not sure that there's much to the right I can really use him for. I believe this is a dead end. And I think I've been to those rooms down there too. Although, I don't exactly remember how I got to them. Maybe that's what I should be focusing on next? I do remember there was kind of a complex series of stuff that... Okay, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to go get the daughter. And I think that we're going to explore the area where I went and got the pickaxe. And hopefully we'll find something over there. I think that's a good lead. Because we kind of have a... Well, no, we don't even know what to do with the mother anymore, because we thought that a really complex chest was going to be related to her in some way, and then it didn't even end up mattering. Oh my goodness. This game is cryptic, and I love it for it. I love it. I love a good cryptic game, and it's not even like Mylon's Secret Castle levels of cryptic yet. It could be a lot worse. Seems like he's a pretty good guy for grinding money and stuff, though, since enemies don't attack you. It's kind of nice. Can he break blocks? That would be really nice if he could. So yeah, I really don't know what they intend for you to do with this guy. Maybe there's like one really specific use that he has that I don't see at the moment. Monsters don't attack you. Like, is there a situation where that's useful? I'm trying to think. I can't think of one. Alright, so now that we are actually playing as a somewhat capable character, hopefully we can actually accomplish some stuff. Actually, since we just picked up some stuff as Pochi, let's take a new password. And that will be on stream to grab. I would love to find like one crown or something tonight. But having not found even one yet, you know, it raises that question of like, just, you know, where are they? Do you have to fight like a boss for them? Is it just gonna be a random chest somewhere? Are they like hidden inside walls? Lots and lots of questions. Okay, so my inventory when I play as you is usually... Oh yes, okay. So this, and this. And again, that's how high she jumps even without the spring shoes on. If the other characters could equip the spring shoes, that would be great. But for whatever reason, they're just destined to never be able to jump. So that treasure chest down there is actually a fake one. There was a fake one layered on top of a real one, and I got the real one, but the fake one remains, so it will always look like I did not find that room when actually I did. Okay, so there's actually two things I want to confirm. Actually, we'll stick with the top right one to start. Okay, so go to the right here. Wait, I've never saved after getting that item? That's funny. So I'm gonna go get it now, because I do want to get that treasure chest. I believe it was a crystal ball? Or it might have just been a piece of bread. I remember it was not all that significant, whichever it was. Oh, ring. Very nice. But again, thanks everyone for checking out the stream tonight. Hope you're having a good time. I love the retro NES stuff, but you know, the modern stuff's fun too. Tomorrow night we're checking out Mario Kart 8 Deluxe at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. So anyone who's around and wants to join that, we'll be checking out the new DLC courses, which should be exciting. But yeah, there has to be something in this area that I can do with her. I get the vibe that this is the area intended to be played as her then. So the question is, what can we accomplish with that knowledge? Whoa, I don't know how I managed that. Okay, a crystal ball never hurts to have, which will teleport you out of the dungeon back to home. But we need to find something worthwhile keeping in order to, you know, justify using that. They're very rare items, and if you want to buy them, they cost like 90 gold. So they're not something you want to waste if you don't need to use it. But okay. So let's go up here. Epic jump. Wow, okay. I don't think I can make this jump, though. Well, that's not a jump you want to make anyway. Interesting. But up here looks pretty good. Every time you jump with the spring shoes attached, you lose a magic point, so you don't want to do that too many times. Alright, there's a shop. That could be good. Like, do you think that crowns are sold in shops? Or do you think they'll all be found in chests? That would be really weird if they were in the shops. Alright, we gotta wait for this guy to disappear. So, again, Broderbund also made Deadly Towers. And that is actually a game that, or rather, published it. And that is a game that I really enjoyed. I definitely get, like, a Deadly Towers side-scrolling vibe from this. Which I don't mind whatsoever, but some people might not particularly enjoy that. Deadly Towers is another one of those games that, if given the chance, actually becomes a lot of fun. It's just you start out like super weak, so it's easy to dismiss it early on. Yeah, I've done all this though. I do remember coming to this area. So here's an inn, which I, like, might as well stay at almost. So, okay. Actually, I'll defeat this guy before we do. Beautiful. Actually, I can even, there, do a thing like that. I think we're pretty happy with the items we have. So yeah, the shop over here. How do I get to that? I guess if I go right, maybe we'll loop back around there. It's there eventually. Yeah, I feel like I've explored this area before, but there has to be something hidden around here. There has to be. Okay, so this is like a one-way sort of deal. Good to know. But again, you know, if you didn't have any magic power left, you could get so soft locked here. I can't believe how, like, you know, casual the game is about just soft locking you in different areas. It's like, yeah, no big deal. you would think they would try to program and design against that, but they clearly had no shame. It was just a part of video games back then. Ugh. Okay, so if we go right instead, what do we encounter? Okay, I know I've done this section too. We'll see just in case it leads to an area I didn't notice before. And again, these portraits. Draw a mustache on it, you say. I wish. I wish it was that simple. I don't get what it's trying to do. That's what we like. So another series I really like is the Mega Man Legends series, and this almost has that vibe where, you know, you're going down into dungeons and just searching around for random items. Yeah, Mega Man Legends was a great series. I was so hyped when the third one was announced back in the day, and then I think we all know what happened to that. So yeah, that's directly above us right now is the first area. So I guess there's not all that much point in being here. Yeah, I can't imagine that it's gonna be anything all that interesting in this room. Is that an invisible? Oh, out of magic? Uh-oh. But thankfully we can jump on you to hopefully get some more back. Very good. So yeah, invisible blocks. That's interesting. But I'm pretty sure I've been in here anyway. Ooh, what is this? How do I get over there? Maybe with the high jump boots. So maybe I haven't done this before. Interesting. Oh, but I shouldn't have used the death boots. Can I jump high enough to get up there? Yes. Okay, so this might be new territory then. I don't recall if I've ever been here. Visiting the inn is probably a good idea. Get that magic power back. Yeah, the fact that you lose a magic point every time you attack. It's like you just want to spam the attack button sometimes, and then it's like, no, can't do that. Must conserve. Yeah, no matter... It seems like no matter how strong an enemy is, jumping on them almost always defeats them in one hit, which is like so nice. Okay. EC Myers Vids, thank you so much for checking it out. I'm probably not going to go too much later. We're on to a little bit of a lead here. Hopefully it leads to something, but once we've investigated this and then maybe done a couple other things, I don't plan to go all night with this one like I did with the last Starfighter, but really appreciate you checking out the stream. Thank you so much. Always great to hear from you, and hope you have a wonderful night. Okay, there's a chest. And there's like... It's guarded by spikes pretty well. Could it be something good? Could it be something better than just a teleport orb? Yeah, and I feel like I would have never investigated this, because I wouldn't have had a way to jump up there, or maybe this is actually a little lower than it looked initially. That's a big healing item, so not that useful. But I do see a shop over there. Maybe the shop will have something that we're looking for. Again, I don't know if crowns are in chests or if they're for sale. Regardless, though, I have not seen one yet. Oh, of course. Of course that would happen. Okay, actually, it looks like we can jump back up from here. Oh, wow. Huh. Okay, teleport orb, very good. But otherwise, how do we get to the left? Oh, okay. Oh! Okay, but this could be really good, though. If this is such a hard chest to get to. You know, does that give you high hopes that there might actually be something decent in it? Oh, the screen transition messes with your eyes. Okay. Yeah! Look at that! Look at that! I don't know what's happening, but we did it, everyone. We actually found the crown. Yes! Whoa, whoa, whoa. This game actually has bosses? I was not prepared for this. I am not in any way, when you look at the top of the screen there, prepared for a boss fight. Hopefully you can just jump on it in one hit, like everything else. Oh, there's no, pause menu either. Right now, interesting. Okay, you still lose magic when you shoot. There's nothing to the left. Thank you, Christian. Yeah, it's... Oh, and those are apparently spiky bones. Unlike the non-spiky variety of bones. Okay, we are being shot at by something. By a big spider, apparently, because spiders are known to shoot magical balls like that. Again, I was not prepared for a boss fight. If I had known that touching a crown was going to make me fight a boss, we could have, you know, considered things differently here. Like, I would have brought an item that would actually let me shoot further, and now I'm out of magic. Maybe there's like an inn in the boss room. Can I jump on you right now? Unfortunately, it does not appear to be the case. Okay, so now we know that when you grab a crown, you teleport to a boss room, and we will take items accordingly. And I think after we beat that, we'll probably, you know, say we did it. We beat the game and call it a night. No, obviously, you know, there'll be much more investigating to do later. But the fact that we managed to, you know, follow that lead was pretty cool. Alright, so there was an inn right beside where the crown was. So we can just take our normal setup. And then modify when we get there. So, like, this again. This again. Because, yeah, like, this staff right here makes you shoot further. And that would have been really useful for the boss. But I don't think the instruction manual mentioned anywhere that there were bosses, aside from the final dragon. So, that really caught me off guard. But, you know, I think that's cool. I'm happy that there's boss fights. Mixes things up a little bit. And now begins the long trek back. But it's going to be faster knowing where we're going this time. I can't get over how they bounce when they take fall damage. Like, they're all just made of rubber. Again, the decision to have fall damage in a game like this. I'm not sure what they were thinking exactly. This is not the... Oh yeah, look at that. That's the chest right there. It's like a teaser of this is going to be the crown chest. And I always wondered how to get to that room in there. So there you go. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm really excited now to go find the rest of them because that does answer the question of just where the crowns are. They are in chests. And it's not just like a random store somewhere you have to visit to buy them. Oh yeah, and that chest down there, I guess I have to get that again. So we'll do that real quick. I say we'll do it real quick. Man, they actually make you do like a real roundabout to even get to that door. So the boss's health bar was a little bit difficult to understand, but from what I noticed, it looked like it was almost dead. If we had just gone in with, you know, a full bar of magic and a little bit more appropriate weapons, I don't think it would have been an issue at all. It was just, you know, we had no idea that was going to happen. So, funky, funky, funky. But let's see here. Oh, alright, let's do a proper jump. Crystal ball, thank you. And that's great then, because again, if each kind of part of the map is relocated to one of the characters that you can play as, it means we don't really have to come to this portion of the map again. Unless there is, you know, an item here somewhere still that is necessary for later in the game, but it's good to know. And again, I already found the wings and the pickaxe in this area. So that feels like a pretty hefty set there. That makes me think I'm probably not missing much. Okay, I think we went up into the right. Apologize for the screen flicker there. I know recently, in my Cryon Conquest video, I show off using the fire attack a lot, and that causes a lot of screen flicker. It's amazing just how much the screen used to flash back in the retro days. I feel like it was really Pikachu that's, you know, brought to attention seizures from quick flashing lights in media. You know, everything changed from that day. There was a lot more warnings and such. So another thing I did recently is I actually pre-ordered the physical copy of Tunic for the Switch. You know, that, Zelda-styled game. It looks really cool. The physical edition comes with, like, a Legend of Zelda. It looks like the NES Legend of Zelda instruction manual, which is neat. But overall, it's a game I've wanted to play, and, you know, let's get it in the physical. It comes out in July, I believe, so that would be a cool one to check out in the summer. At some point, I need to get to my modern gaming backlog. Spending so much time playing retro these days. The modern game backlog is definitely building up a little bit, but I'm having so much fun with the retro that I'm in no rush to, you know, to push it aside and play other stuff, that's for sure. Okay, I think, yeah, something like this. And then, of course, yeah, botch the jump. Oh, we're running out of magic, too. So we should do a thing like that. Ugh. Oh, I should just be doing this, yeah. Alright, so I could go to that inn, but I think we're not too far from the other one anyway. That's right beside the boss. So let's go through here. Yeah, there's the shop. Okay, very good. That fills your health anyway. Almost back. Just bouncing along those spikes, because that's what we do. So yeah, let's go in here. So let's actually get our magic power back and actually bring items with us that might help during a boss fight. You know, a potion would be good. So yeah, we're gonna let's put everything back. I mean, we're gonna want the long boots, or rather the jump boots, I think, to even get to the chest. We wouldn't want to get down there and then mess that up. We're gonna bring the long staff. And what's a good thing to bring next? We could bring a healing potion. We could bring, like, the boxing glove. Yeah, we'll bring the healing potion just in case. And I want to put that at the far left. So healing potion, staff, high jump boots. Just like with Mega Man and when you have E-tanks, you know, let's tank our way through everything. Yeah, you really do need the high jump boots here. Okay. And what was in this store again? I think it was... What's it? So that's a magic potion. I was under the impression that it was the... No, I need the pickaxe too. Ugh. So I can't really bring... I'm wasting money now. So I can't bring the potion. Because the items that I need are... So let's take that. That. Ugh. Yeah, that definitely messes up the strategy a little bit. So hopefully it works out. And that guy's already taken off health. Wonderful. Oh. Yeah, it's really weird how those disappearing blocks work. Like, if you jump, the second that you land on them, you can kind of jump again, but then sometimes it doesn't work. Nope. And this is a good waste of magic energy and health. And then you accidentally go in the store. Oh, I guess I could take a potion with me, but then again, I can't because 2 of my spaces have to be... those other items, okay. Oh, no! So maybe there were just some of them that don't break then. Maybe that's what was happening. So you have to hold up and A to break the blocks above you, which is why I keep accidentally entering that store. Okay, this is just a solid block. Alright, one more time. I'm gonna heal one more time. Hopefully when you defeat the boss, it drops like a whole bunch of money. Like in another RPG. Ugh. Why would they put a shop on this block? What did they think they were accomplishing by doing that? No. Still doesn't work. Okay. So, where do I go from here? Like, I'm sure... Like, I made that jump before. I'm not sure why it's not happening now. I like how I'm in mid-air, and it still counts as me holding up to go in that door. Okay, so I can walk a little bit onto that block and then jump. Okay, something like that. Okay, I didn't actually... Did I need the high jump boot? Yeah, I did, because I needed to get out of that hole over there. Oh, alright. Boss time, everyone. Fingers crossed this goes well. I don't think we were too far from beating it last time. It's just a matter of... we didn't have enough magic. So let's equip this. Oh, it's not going through the block there. Okay, come over here. Does it seem to work when we were here? No? Alright, so it's not working like it seemed to last time. I thought my shots were passing through the blocks easier. Oh, amazing. Just amazing. Just amazing. Beautiful. Oh. We'll get back there one more time then. I thought that my shots just passed through the blocks. And that was my strategy going to be have the long shot so that I can just kind of stand off to the side and, you know, out of reach and destroy it, but that strategy kind of went out the window. So, the pickaxe, the high jump shoes, and the crushing shoes. And that's how these retro games work. It's a lot of trial and error, and then you gotta do the whole thing over again. Where if it was a modern game, it would be like a checkpoint right before the boss. And you know, I'm 50-50 on it. I don't mind the walk back, but at the same time, I can acknowledge at this point that it's kind of pointless. We're just going all the way back to try that same thing again. But again, thanks everyone for sticking around. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get that chest tonight. We're gonna get that crown. And then that's where we'll wrap things up. But I hope that this stream has at least shared with you just how cool the Legacy of the Wizard is. This is definitely a game that's, I think, goes under most people's radar. And it's also a very inexpensive one. You can still find it for like $5, $10, despite the fact that so many other games have become so much more expensive. And they're not even necessarily as good as this. There's definitely a trend that like the most expensive NES games typically aren't the greatest ones. Which is unfortunate. Well, I mean, not really, in a sense. I mean, it's unfortunate if you're someone who is spending a lot of money to try and complete your collection. But it's fortunate if you're someone who just wants to kind of build up a nice, fun NES collection. That there are a lot out there that you can still buy for relatively good prices. Alright, so I'll leave that chest down there for now. I won't bore you all with trying to get that chest again. Is there any, like, shortcut I can take? I mean, we have the running shoes now anyway, so we might as well just zoom past all these guys. I'll take a key. Ooh. But yeah, I mean, everyone says that, you know, this is one of those games that you need a guide for. And we found one crown at the very least without one. It does seem like it only gets more cryptic from here, though. And it still baffles me that that one chest that had all of those doors in front of it didn't lead to anything significant. But it's very possible that above one of those locked doors was actually a breakable block that would have taken us to the area above. There's lots to consider. And there's a part of me that feels like I should be mapping out the game to really figure those kinds of situations out. But then also, I have just done so much now that it's like, how do you even go back and map everything? I'm probably just going to make the silly decision to keep going on my own intuition. But will it come back to bite me at some point? The answer is very likely. Still though, without going through the whole detour to get that crystal ball, this is actually not the longest process to get back to the final boss, or rather not the final boss. That would be funny if it ended up being the final boss, but no, to this boss. Might as well take a detour and get this thing anyway, since it's not too far. Spikes only dealing 1 damage is much appreciated. They very easily could have made it like a, you know, instant death or like a, you know, 10 points of damage or something, but it's very generous. So I think the strategy this time is going to be to take the attack upgrade. That way we can just kind of get right in the boss's face and hopefully spam to defeat it. That's what we're hoping. Can you be defeated? Yes, you can. And that was actually exactly as much magic as I had. Okay, so to get out of here, you need the pickaxe, the shoes, and I'm going to take the boxing glove. Because it's like, is there a way? Because if I can do this jump without the shoes, that means I don't actually have to bring the shoes, and we could put another item there. But I don't see how you make this jump otherwise. Just barely too tight, unfortunately. Nope. Already taking unnecessary damage, very nice. And that guy just wasted a whole bunch of it too, but 2 hits. Oh, awful. Nope. At least the blocks don't come back when you accidentally go into the store. Okay. Nope, that's a really odd jump to make. They come back now, though. And that night guy really wastes a lot. Again, the shop being placed on this block is just to annoy you. It's awful. Like, they could have placed it on any other block, but it had to be that one. Nope. Like, I guess I'm just jumping a pixel too early, but there's really no way to tell when the other block's gonna break. Like there. It's not that hard, but it's tricky. Okay, so, I mean, we have a decent amount of stuff with us to hopefully take this boss on. Alright, let's go. I guess another option is I could just bring a potion and not worry about the fist. That would have been smart to think about, but... Okay. Okay. That was it! I knew it didn't seem like it was going to be that hard. If we could just get a few good hits in on it, but alright. And that brings you all the way back here with now 1 crown in our inventory. What a game! What a crazy game. And with that, I think that's where we're going to call it a stream. But I hope that you enjoyed, again, learning a little bit about Legacy of the Wizard. If you want to use my password to continue from, that's where you can, you can use this and start from there. That's the cool thing about passwords is you can, pass them around on the schoolyard. I actually had a friend once who said that they deleted their brother's Super Mario Sunshine save file by accident where he had 120 shine sprites, and he asked me if he could copy my save data so that he wouldn't notice that it accidentally got deleted, and I let him do it. So somewhere out there in the world is a copy of my Super Mario Sunshine save data that I let someone else have back in the day, because I'm just that kind of guy. But yeah, Daniel, that was pretty easy, and Christian, that was great. Well, thank you again, everyone, for sticking around for that. I really hope you enjoyed it, and again, don't forget tomorrow at 9:30, assuming that my Elgato capture card does not combust, we will be doing some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC. I hope you all are there, and that you can join in, because it will be online with, anyone who wants to join can. But again, thanks everyone, take care, and have a great night. That's the Canadian hospitality. Sharing save files since 2001. But thanks, Christian. Thanks, Daniel. Have a great night.